Okay, for this worksheet, you're going to need a pencil with a nice sharp point on it, and keep your sharpener very close so you can keep that sharp point. Pretty simple. The first row shows you the diagram of how to draw the shape to be turned into a form when we shade it. So all you have to do basically is draw the cylinder down into the empty area where the cylinder is, and then shade it in. And I'll show you how to do those. Try and keep it the same size. Don't draw a little bitty, tiny little cylinder. Look at your diagrams and your shading. And first thing you're going to start off with is the top, which is kind of an oval. And I'm doing what I'm called sketching, where I'm just kind of go over it several times to try and get the shapes best I can. And the bottom, I'm not going to go ahead and, it has a whole, well, I'll go ahead and draw that cylinder in there. Okay. Now then, for shading, you always want to see where your light hits the object. This is your light source here. It looks like it kind of shines right on the front, to about right there. So I'm going to shade it accordingly to where my light's kind of in the front. And I'm going to shade with a nice little dark line this way. Try and shade across and not up and down, because we're trying to get the contour of the shape. So nice little dark line. And then I'm going to go ahead and go on the other side, shade this way. Try and do nice, smooth. You don't want any gaps, or you want to fill in all your little gaps. Make sure it's dark, because it has no light over on that side. And you want it to kind of go down like this and not straight across. Don't show it shade straight across. And obviously you're going to cover up the back part of that cylinder. Alright, now that I have my dark areas on the sides, I'm going to lay a nice little dark shade up here on the top, going around. And now I can do my transitional shades, which go from a dark value to a medium value to a light value to your lightest value. So it looks like we have about 4 shades. So I'm going to come back in with just a little lighter touch. I'll do the same thing over here, but not quite as wide as I just did that one. Okay, now then, maybe a third light value, even lighter. Gets a little tricky because it's all a matter of how much pressure you put down on the pencil, the paper. And then I'm going to kind of let these two meet. Now if I want what would be called a highlight, Then I can come right here in the middle, kind of use my eraser to draw with. And there I have my nice little highlight bite. Okay, so that should be your cylinder. And next time I'll do the cone.